ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. Woo! Yeah. We gotta do that dance. This is the dance right here. Do the old guy. Do the old guy. Doing the old guy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, young guy. This is not Dana Williams. It's not Kelly Green. It is Chris Rollins. Thank you so much for stepping into the co-host seat. I really appreciate it, sir.
You are welcome, sir. Anytime, as I say every time.
Excellent. So what's new with you? Anything?
Still have crappy weather here. I think I've flown my Mavic 2 4 times. I mean, literally, I have like just a 10-minute window.
Yeah, there's a whole swath of weather that was going through today. Got a little bit of sunshine, but I had to work.
I know. Yeah. It's driving me crazy. I am flying. I did get to fly a little bit today. I'm doing some video for a nonprofit here. I got to do that, and I'm gonna try to catch the sunrise, if there is one, with the clouds tomorrow. So. Okay, very cool. On the show today, news in just a moment. Going to give this away. This is from Fun Snap. It's a phone gimbal, so going to give that away today. I had a complaint filed against me to the FAA, so that'll be fun. And we're going to have a guy named Cliff Totten stop by and tell us why you should hang on to your Hasselblads. But first, it is the company that keeps the lights on. It's our favorite sponsor. It is, of course, Pigeon Jerky.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky. Pigeon Jerky.
Oh, yeah.
The Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky. Pigeon Jerky.
All right.
And you'll give your family a treat. Woo! It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Yeah.
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky.
Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Pigeon Jerky. Not a real product. If you think it's a real product, then you haven't seen the show before.
I was gonna say, does that need to be said?
There might be some kids out there who think it's okay to eat pigeons. Don't eat pigeons until they're processed into jerky. So what else did I have to mention? Kelly from ReadySetDrone is going to be the guest tonight. He's going to stop by. We're going to talk about SpinUp.
Yeah.
That's coming up December 1st. You're going to be there.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be a speaker.
I'm going to speak there as well. He expects us to speak for 30 minutes. Isn't that what he said?
I know.
I can't do that. Well, yeah, I can do that. Can you do that?
I mean, I can. People don't typically listen to me that long.
Right. I tend to fall out around the 11th minute.
So I don't know. I think I'm gonna hire a scriptwriter or something, because I don't know that I have that many words.
Well, if you want to go, there's a link in the description where you can sign up and come hang out. Seats are limited though, so do get in there. Kenneth Duke, thank you. First super chat of the night. I guess he paid a fine for missing 2 live shows. First super chat. Thank you so much. And by the way, a portion of
a show like that.
Yes, a portion of tonight's super chats will be set aside to help with shipping costs for our Drone Around the World project. Kelly from ReadySetDrone is going to come in and talk about that too. But first, it's the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
All the news that you'd ever want to know about. Direct from the newsroom, it's Jeff Sills. What's happening, Jeff?
Well, first of all, I want to correct you, since I spend an awful lot of time crawling around on the internet. Pigeons were a delicacy for the longest time, and they were actually hunted to darn near extinction. Pigeon pie apparently was a very popular meal. So
and you know what I heard there, Cliff Clavin? I also heard that the ancient Egyptians also they would eat them there. Yeah, that's an 80s show there. Millennials.
Okay, so we'll start off the news with the wonderful federal government. The FAA's administration budget bill is coming up to become law, and a lot of the drone groups have been complaining about the bill's broad language, which specifically identifies the ability for Homeland Security to identify, seize, destroy errant drones that threaten a covered facility or asset.
How do you feel about that? I mean, it's if you're in a place where you're not supposed to fly. I mean, what do you think, Chris?
Yeah, well, like I said, that's pretty broad. It is very broad language. I mean, a covered building or asset that could be a whim. Like,
Yeah.
You flew over our garage. It's a covered facility. I don't know. I'd kind of like them to narrow that down. Like, don't fly over Area 51. Don't fly over the White House. Kind of some obvious ones.
Yeah, I think if you fly over those places, you kind of deserve to be shot down, though.
But the specific language, I think, is pretty important.
This is the Wild West. Not as Wild West as 2 years ago, but as far as lawmaking and rules, it's still we're living in the gray area right now. And,
Well, and
enjoy it.
We've reported on this quite a few times in the past, so this wasn't really a surprise. I personally feel that if you are flying your drone someplace that the federal government really doesn't want you to fly it, they have multiple ways to bring drones down safely. Mm-hmm. And this, I believe, is more of a last-ditch effort when all else fails.
Yeah.
So that's fair enough.
All right, moving on. We're going to switch over to Canada because my friends in Canada have decided to do something great. The U.S.-based Astro Aerospace company has developed a passenger drone that has now been given certification to fly in Canada.
What?
Cool. That's cool.
It received a special flight operations certificate.
Would you ride that, Chris?
Oh, heck yeah.
It looks safe.
Yeah.
I love its name, though. It's called Project Elroy.
Really?
Yep.
That's kind of funny.
If it killed someone.
Well, check the news. The article for that's actually got a video that shows that thing in flight.
Cool.
Next in the news, we have yet another new way to control a drone.
In this work, we address the problem of providing human-assisted quadrotor navigation using a set of eye-tracking glasses. The advent of these kinds of devices provides the opportunity to create new, non-invasive forms of interactions between humans and robots.
What? Oh, so he's looking, and then the drone goes where he's looking?
Yes.
Okay. Can I just say something? This is quite possibly the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I mean, I'm sure it's great technology, but it's just, what's the point? Why? Just because we can do something doesn't mean we should do something like that.
I agree. And the amount of code that poor guy had to write for something that I don't think will ever be implemented on anything.
No. People like their controllers too much.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention, what if you sneeze? What if someone walks over to you? I mean, like...
That's true. You're doing some kind of surgical thing. You're like, all right, I'm getting this. And then before you know it, it's just...
Well, I mean, a park ranger taps you on the shoulder, sir.
Yeah. Right.
Excuse me.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff?
So next in the news, we have in Iowa, a train derailment recently had occurred due to the heavy rains. The bridge apparently was weakened by flooding in the area, probably from the hurricanes, etc. A Union Pacific train carrying industrial sand and soybean came off the tracks on Sunday. Nobody was injured. There was no spills or hazardous materials leaked, but it's just one heck of a crash.
Wow. I dream of filming something like that. I mean, I don't wish for
just
it.
Sitting around waiting on a natural disaster.
Right, but I you want to be there to capture it. That looks like a toy train, like some kid just kind of took it and shook the table. I'm glad nobody was hurt.
Yeah, very glad nobody was hurt. Also, we have some video footage taken from a drone. There was 2 tornadoes that struck Friday in Ottawa, Gatineau, and they were EF2 tornadoes. This is damage that was caught in the neighborhood by one of the support groups that's been out there providing recovery efforts.
Wow. How many people were hurt in that?
I don't see a listing of any injuries.
The
forecast.
homes are pretty good. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm not seeing damaged homes. I'm seeing trees, but it doesn't. I don't see like a bare foundation.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
weird
it's
how it
not-
just took the tops of the trees off. It looks like.
Yeah.
Lots
I
of
mean,
debris.
tornadoes don't actually have to touch the ground. Sometimes they'll skim, you know,
Yeah, there's some
a
damage.
fair bit. Golly, he'll probably be late for work.
Yeah, golly. My heart goes out to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So next in the news, DJI has introduced a new drone.
Yeah, they have.
Just a few days ago, they have introduced their new DJI MG1P, which is an agricultural spraying drone. This thing has got some amazing technology in it. They have radically introduced new automatic obstacle avoidance and altitude adjustments.
And that thing on
monitoring
the side
system.
right there, that's radar. That thing spinning on the side, that's actual radar, and it gives obstacle avoidance accuracy up to what, like a centimeter? So
Yes.
yeah. So little
And the other-
twigs and stuff.
What is he, crop dusting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's for spraying crops and stuff. But here's the interesting thing: that one controller can control 5 drones simultaneously.
That's incredible.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, I don't need to buy that drone because I did a little crop dusting earlier. Ah.
Oh.
A little more crop dusting. Come on, you were thinking it. You were
guys
thinking
don't
it.
believe us, but Ken is this exact same way on the phone. This isn't put on
No,
for the show.
that is a cool thing though. That drone, man.
Yeah, I would highly recommend going out and checking out the video in the news stream.
How much is it?
It didn't give me a price that I could find. This video was actually released within the last 13 hours, so information is still coming out on it. But the ability for it to be able to avoid wires that are about 3 millimeters wide is just absolutely impressive. And you know that the technology that they put in the commercial drones will eventually start seeping its way down into the hobbyist drones.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually we'll be able to spray stuff.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. wouldn't it?
Who would you spray if you had a spray drone?
Wow.
Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be like a futuristic squirt gun fight. If everybody had like, they're gonna do that. Little toy drones will have squirt guns in them. Now that we put that out there, I guarantee you hit a button and.
Absolutely. I would go with the water gun drone any minute.
I would buy one, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That'd
I
be
just wouldn't
awesome.
want my friends to have them.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, now Ken, I know that there was one news item that you wanted to bring forward.
Yes. This is just so cool. I love. Anybody in the chat, or have you guys ever seen cluster drones live in person?
Not
Have you
in
ever been
person.
there? I would love to be there and to hear the drones flying and to see how it's set up. Back in May, the skies above the Chinese city of Xi'an or Xi'an had 1,374 drones in the air simultaneously, which was actually a new Guinness World Record for most unmanned aerial vehicles airborne simultaneously. And I have a little bit of video of that. It's just beautiful, and I wanted to share it with everyone. Do you recognize those drones? I don't think I've ever seen those before.
I have seen them before, but
It
I've
kind of
seen
looks
that.
like that Mio one. Do you remember that Mio? All
Yeah.
it did was follow you. You just throw it in the air and it would take off. Looks a lot like that.
Yeah.
and I've seen quite a few with the downward facing props. So
Dang, that's cool.
Isn't it?
Is that the same ones they use in the States, or is it a different drone?
the ones in the States are the Intel drones, and those are light years ahead of these.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
The computer algorithm that's sorting all that out, I just can't even.
Yeah, and none of them hit each other and fall out of the
know.
sky. And now they're like pixels for a giant television in the sky. They can even do video. Look at that.
That's so freaking cool.
Oh yeah.
Golly. I'm looking forward to the 4th this year.
Yeah, when are we gonna have? And of course, they got the Guinness World Record. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, when do you think? I guess larger cities will have displays with
I would think
drones.
that's coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
Well, this last July 4th, several of the cities that were in areas that had been decimated by the forest fires and the breeze fires in California and stuff, they used drone shows instead of fireworks for their presentations for this last 4th of July. So it is something that is out there. There are companies that market to them.
That's
By the way,
cool.
something has been bothering me. If you just give me a second. Is it straight now?
Yeah. Looks much. No.
Meh. All right. So, all right. One more piece of video. We were going to show this last week, but we got too busy. Jeff has. Jeff thinks it's
Okay.
real. I know it's fake. I can prove it's fake. Jeff,
All
you
right,
want to give a
so,
little
yeah.
background on this?
Digging through the news, flying through the stuff, I come across a video of a helicopter near miss with a drone, and the drone passes through the blade.
Fake.
Yeah,
Oh, come on.
but the helicopter in question is a tri-bladed helicopter that is a Russian model that has a very slow blade rate.
Whatever.
So there is
Blah
a
blah. Let's just you judge for
Yeah.
yourself. Here it is.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. And I slowed it down so you can see. Here it comes. And we're going to go right
Okay.
through the blades. You can tell it's keyed out. It's chroma key. It's clearly a chroma key. And now I went back and you can
All
see
right, do it again.
the path. Here, look. Backwards and forwards fast. You see how no helicopter moves like that. No real life helicopter.
Play it through. Can you play it through?
Yes. Yeah. Here,
Okay.
here you go. One more time. I think this is
Yes.
this is a real
I think
real
it's
speed.
fake, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah. Tell me why,
I'll tell
and
you
then
why.
I'll show you why. Hold on. Where is it? Right. Hold on. Right there. You see that little
would even look
artifact?
real.
You see that little artifact? That little dot? You can't see my mouse, but on the right, next to the horizontal fin there, it looks like it's in the road. It's a little black dot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
that little black dot is the wheel, the landing wheel. Is what?
What?
Isn't that what that is?
No, man. Hold on.
Okay. Well, that's not why I.
Hold
think
on,
it's
hold on,
fake.
hold on. There we go. Okay, there we go. Do you see that black dot?
Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be there.
No, that's an artifact from the chroma key. Anyway, fake.
That's not why I think it's fake. I think it's fake because have you ever looked at a fan and a progressive progressive scan sensor? They're warped.
Yeah.
They're warped like this, and they do it all the way around
Right.
the blade.
Right. Let's see. Mark Rogers says, "Look at the windshield." Brundle buggy, so fake. John Thurgood,
Yeah.
so fake.
You're outnumbered, Jeff.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't mind being outnumbered.
Do you think it's
Yeah,
real
no.
for real, Jeff?
When I first saw it and was reading a lot of the comments that had been posted on this specific YouTube video, there was a definitive argument going back and forth as to whether it was real or fake.
Uh-huh.
And the people that were claiming that it was real, they had some valid points, but obviously it just comes down to frame by frame analysis, and we only get the very best stuff from Ken.
That's right. That's right.
That is a very good
Yeah.
point.
So
You heard it here, guys.
Gotta bring in Cliff Totten, and we're running out of time because Kelly from ReadySetDrone is going to join us here in just a minute. I want to remind everybody to please go and check out our DJI wiki page that Jeff he toils over it. He toils. He's a toiler. He toils over that thing, man. And there's a lot of great stuff on there that we didn't have time to mention today, and there's links and all kinds of stuff. Isn't that right, Jeff?
Absolutely. I highly recommend going out there because a lot of stuff that doesn't make it to what we present on the show is out there that is still exceptionally interesting and very useful. We even have a self-help section out there. If I find anything that I think is beneficial to training or learning, I always try to include that. And
remember to go there, because if you don't, then of course the drone police will get you. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Jeff sent me this picture. What is the deal? It says FAA on it. It's got lights. What is
No. This is a guy that actually went and took his vehicle and dolled it up as a UAS operations vehicle. And on the side of it, it has the FAA symbol. But if you look at the I've sent a blown up picture of the emblem. It's basically saying that he is a licensed FAA drone pilot.
Oh.
Yeah. This is his droning vehicle.
Okay. Oh, I'm sure you'd put the lights on, and I'm sure you can get in some places that otherwise you wouldn't, like with an RX-8 maybe.
That's it.
Thank you so much, Jeff. And now I'm gonna have to go ahead and what is it? What is it, Jeff? What?
I want to give one special shout out and thanks to I Am Wedge, Chris, Ken, for assisting in providing us 4 brand new motors for the Kenbird.
Oh, that's awesome.
Scott Carpenter, not only did he give me the LiPo bags, but he also sent me a second battery. So now we have 2.
Yes, do check out Jeff's channel and subscribe, and he's got some updates on his restoration project of the crash drone. By the way, Zeppy says that helicopter is as real as pigeon jerky. Scott Polly, thank you so much. Trade you this $10 super chat for the Energen. The Energen. Oh yes. Maybe he's talking about this. Yeah. I'm giving this away. I'm not announcing. If you're here because you're looking for me to announce the winner of this, not this week. That's next week. So buy about 100 people. But I am going to announce the winner for the Polar Pro clamp for your Mavic Pro.
I thought that was a hacksaw for a second.
No, I guess you could saw with it. So Jeff, I'm going to go ahead and seamlessly say goodbye to you. Thank you, sir.
And bye.
And bye. Okay, so Jeff's gone. Now I go back.
Just us.
It's just us.
That's how
I do
it.
that. Yeah, just like that. I hope I didn't forget any super chats. Let me go back, and I don't want to ever.
I don't think so.
I think I did miss one or two.
Skim here.
Let's see. Okay, yes.
Did you?
Dad Random, $5 super chat. Great content and issues each week. Thanks. Thank you very much. And Scott Polly. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Oh, Anubis Arts, $10 super chat. I'm still not leaving. Lol. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So, again, if you're just joining us, a portion of tonight's super chats will be set aside to help shipping costs for our Drone Around the World project. But first, hang on to your Hasselblads. Raise your hand if you have a Mavic 2. And which one do you have, sir?
The Pro.
Okay, and you're happy with it?
Love it.
Okay. So I'm going to bring in Cliff Totten. And he has some bad news about the Mavic 2. Okay.
Just the awkward silence of waiting.
Cliffy, welcome to the show,
there.
sir. All right.
How you doing?
Hey,
Great to be here, Ken.
I'm good. Let's see. There he is. Okay. No, I know about the audio. Believe me, I want to apologize to everyone for ever screwing up the audio. I fixed it right away. Let's see if I do that again like that. There's a big Cliff, and then there's all three of us. Okay, so Cliff, I can say that, and I have to be very careful that Cliff works, and I'm quoting. He's a network administrator for a global media company that likes sharks. Is that right?
Yeah, I can't say the name exactly. I've been with them for 22 years, but I can't say the name exactly because of our social media policy. But if you like sharks, and we have a ton of sharks for a whole week every year.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
That's the company I work for. You can probably figure it out.
If you like sharks,
I'm trying to get hired by you guys for years.
on a
okay?
weekly basis.
Been there 22 years, actually. Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you for taking time out. Now Cliff has a video on his channel that explains this whole thing, and it says the title, and then it says short version, which is a half hour long. So I'll ask you to give us the Cliff's Notes version today, if you would. What do people need to know about their Mavic 2s? Is it going to blow up? What's the issue?
No, the first thing you have to know is it's a great drone. I mean, it really is. When you when you look at the drone as a whole package, everything that it's got, it is a great drone, and there's nothing to really worry about. But it's not everything that we wanted the Mavic Pro or Mavic 2 Pro to be. So. Yeah, when I originally got it, I was thinking, oh, great, DJI is about to cannibalize the Phantom 4 line, and I'm going to get a 1-inch sensor and a folding drone, and it's going to destroy the. No, it does not destroy the Phantom at all. DJI had different ideas for that, but it's still a great drone.
Okay, so your claim is that it's not using the entire sensor.
Right.
And
so there are two modes. Well, go ahead. I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh, no. I have a little bit of video from your channel that I'll share. This kind of demonstrates what you're talking about. Let me go ahead and just play that for you.
And let's go ahead and zoom in on that chart and take a real close look there. And you can see that circles 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 all have full resolution inside of them. 18 seems to be the breaking point, and of course beyond 18 is pretty much destroyed. But look, this is a pretty good performance. We've got up until 17. This is a good performance for the Mavic Air. Okay, the Mavic Zoom at full wide. Again, really good performance right up until about the same 18. Very, very good for this little image sensor. Okay, it's the 2 Pro HQ sensor crop. Again, about the same performance, looks really good. Between 17 and 18, we'll call it 17, but again, this is very, very close to the Mavic Air and the Mavic Zoom in full wide. Not bad. And here is the Phantom 4 Pro, and wow, what a difference. The resolution on this is down to about 20 to 21 or so, right around there. It's not about just having a 1-inch sensor. It's about also how you read all those pixels and how you process those pixels into an image. I also have to wonder if DJI is not using an optical low-pass filter on this sensor. But anyway, this is pretty damn good. So this is just a side-by-side quad view of these three drones, and you can see where they resolve to and where they break at. And kind of compare. It's pretty easy to see.
So what you're claiming DJI is doing is sacrificing performance. Is that right? Because of software issues?
Well,
or
we
is it
don't
hardware?
know the exact reason why. It's very, very hard for anybody on our side of the field to really figure out exactly why they're doing this. There might only be 5 people in the entire world who know the exact reason why they're doing it, and they're in DJI headquarters. But what they're doing is pixel binning, or also known as subsampling, and there's different ways you can do it. Essentially, I think of subsampling as being like this. You have 8 pixels. You cluster them together, those 8 values, into one single value, and you keep doing that across the whole checkerboard until you've downsampled to the level you want to downsample to. You drop a ton of image to get down to the number you're looking for. So that's what pixel binning it really is.
Okay.
Were you in H.265 for those?
No, these are all H.264. Okay. And this is something that DJI is actually, allegedly anyway, seemingly has responded to and saying that, yes, it is true. We are doing a subsampling in the FOV mode. And as you know, in HQ mode, again, the sensor is not, only a section of that sensor is being used in the middle. So you're getting what amounts to almost a 1-to-1 readout in the middle. Again, it's only a fraction of the sensor in its best HQ mode. So ironically, in all of this, it's kind of funny because it's ironic. If the portion that has the lowest quality reads the most part of the sensor, and the portion that has the highest quality reads the smallest amount of the sensor, which is kind of backwards, you would think. But
essentially, what you're saying is, first and foremost, it's not a phantom killer by any means.
Absolutely.
And
And it's also not a Phantom 5 killer, because you're going to think they're also developing the Phantom 5 right now. So if they were to give a full pixel readout and were to give everything that the Phantom 4 Pro has right now, that's also going to affect the sales of the future Phantom 5. So there needs to be a division in between these products to protect these products.
So this, what they're doing is they're trying to keep it from overheating by doing this stuff.
It's very possible that that's the reason. There's two basic reasons that I come up with. One is an overheating issue, because when you scan the middle of a sensor in HQ mode, you're not using the entire sensor, and what that does is it keeps it cool. Okay, and also if you were to line skip, effectively the same exact result would happen. You would keep the sensor cooler. Okay, so that could be done to avoid heat, but it also could be just a plain old-fashioned marketing trick to separate the drones and their price range and their image quality per dollar.
So is this something that can be upgraded with a firmware update like the Phantom 3s were?
It's very hard to say for sure. However, DJI mentions in their what seems to be a retort to my video is that it was required. They don't say why it was required. They say that the Mavic 2 Pro is a complex drone, and because it's so complex, they were forced. They didn't say they were forced, but they were required to do what they had to do. It was a compromise. So that's an admitted thing. Right? We're not imagining this. It's not, like some kind of phantom thing. It's real. They admit it, and it's real. So,
okay, so I have Chris, did you have something to say?
I did, but then I lost my train of thought.
Okay, well, you try to get that train back, and I'm going to play a second clip from this video that really demonstrates the point very well.
Individual full screen display of each of the drones. The Mavic Air looks very good. I can't complain about that, especially for its image size. The Mavic Zoom also, with a similar sensor, definitely looks very close to that. Might have a little bit cleaner noise performance. And the FOV wide on the Pro definitely looks softer. Not much, but definitely a little bit softer. And the HQ does look a little bit sharper, so they definitely named them properly. And we switch over to the Phantom 4, and everything just stands out. Much more detail. This is not just sharpness, this is actual detail. And zooming in here to our Super Bowl 44 pot there, and doing some more comparisons, and that FOV wide is just getting spanked by the Phantom 4 Pro V2.
So should people be worried who own these drones at all?
I'm not worried. I own it. I fly it. In fact, I did 7 flights with it over construction site on Sunday. And in HQ mode, I think it's very acceptable. I think it's a very decent image quality in HQ mode. But when you're in HQ mode, you're stuck in that 40 millimeter sort of a more narrow field of view. But your image quality, I think, it's good. It's very, very good. I just don't use FOV mode. I'd rather fly my Zoom for that, or my Phantom if I'm going to go that wide. So, also, photography is also still very good. You have some issues with lens warping and some of the the colors and that kind of thing if you like the color sign.
I was going to ask you about that. I've been hearing stories about DJI is very proud of their rectilinear lenses, and I hear there's a little bit of distortion on the Mavic 2s that needs to be corrected in post sometimes.
Yes. Now here's the trick about that. Okay, so as you guys know, there's a 10-bit mode that you shoot log with, and it seems that in the normal 8-bit mode, they're able to use the lens warping tools in the image processor and warp the image back to its normal, basically dimensions. However, when you go to 10-bit mode, those warping tools are taken out, and you're stuck with your lens warp, and you have to correct that in post. Now, the theory goes that their image processor might be so overtaxed doing that 10-bit color, because remember, that's 40 times the color space it's over 40 times over 8-bit. So there's a lot more colors there, and it's so taxed, it's not able to apply those same warping tools to correct the 10-bit image that it can on the 8-bit image. So again, that's just us theorizing the reason why. And I can tell you one more thing too. In my video, I say they use Ambarella processors, and traditionally they always have used Ambarella processors. However, we're starting to get some rumors now that they have left Ambarella. On Ambarella's quarterly investor report, they mentioned that Ambarella stock is dropping because DJI has moved on to purchase or develop their own silicon. So it's very possible this might be the very first drone that we have outside the Spark, I think, but the first Mavic and Phantom that does not use Ambarella. They might be using their own, and maybe they're getting burned on their own image processor, not being able to cope with it. I don't know. That's total speculation on my part, but it is a possibility.
You may be losing a few people out there, but I appreciate your detailed explanation. No, that's all right.
I
that's
sold
all right.
my Ambarella stock. I feel fine.
All right, just a quick question for you. Which is a better camera, the Zoom or the Pro? The Mavic 2.
Resolution-wise, they're literally identical as far as the HQ mode, which is the 40mm mode on the Phantom Pro. If you look at that on resolution charts and pretty much anything you can compare it with, you're going to get the same image quality as far as resolution goes on the Zoom and any of the focal lengths the Zoom has. But the Phantom 4, the Mavic 2 Pro has a cleaner signal and noise ratio, so it does not have quite the noise that the Zoom has. So it is cleaner, same resolution, but it is cleaner.
Okay.
So there's your advantage.
Which is a better camera, the Mavic 2s or the Phantom 3 Professional?
I hope it's a Mavic. It's a Mavic 2.
Okay. All right.
There's something that maybe DJI can, if they are developing their own image processing, they can develop over time and optimize the code. And if they want to, they might be able to have it get closer to the Phantom if they want to.
Okay. Chris,
Do you remember the original Mavic when it came out? How bad that image was, and there was a firmware that they did because it was incredibly muddy. Any motion, it was incredibly muddy. The color, the white balance was terrible on all of them, and they fixed it. And the image got a little better. The white balance got a little bit truer. I don't know. Maybe that's something they can deal with on this. I'm not sure how much coding goes into those to the processing of the color.
It's funny because a lot of people blamed the original Mavic's image problems, that waxy look that it had. Very waxy, soft, mushy, soupy look that it had, and a lot of people blame that on the H.264 codec when it was not that at all. It was actually the Ambarella A9 noise reduction processing clamping down so hard on anything below middle gray that it was squashing all of the shadows and doing it badly. I have another video that actually describes that and shows that in pretty big detail of how bad that Ambarella noise reduction was. It never was the H.264 at 60 megabits. I mean, that could have been a contributor, but it was definitely the noise reduction, bad noise reduction circuit in that drone. So, but they moved on from the A9. They're using H1 in the Mavic Air, and they're using the H1 in the Ambarella H1 in the Phantom 4 Pro.
Very informative, and thank you for stopping by and talking with us. I hate to cut you off.
Ken, real quick, is in all of this, all the people have watched, and nobody has mentioned even one time about my really cool Super Bowl living piece of the Super Bowl 44 field in my yard.
I was going to say, man.
By that.
I was going to say, man, you showed where it is now. You better put that behind some glass or with some lasers to protect it.
You know what? Yeah. I actually got on the field, took a knife, took the darn thing out of the field, snuck it home, planted it, and the darn thing grew. So I have a living piece of. If you're a Saints fan, that's hallowed ground.
That's awesome. So
anyway,
we really appreciate your expertise, and I wish you continued success on that channel that shall not be named. If anybody wants to go ahead and check out that video in its fullness, there's a link in the description. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm sure if people have questions, they can contact you through your channel and you'll answer them. When he has time. He's busy with all those sharks. Cool.
Thank you, Ken. Love your channel and your audience. Awesome.
Thank you so much. See
Nice
you later.
to meet you.
All right. Bye, Cliff. Bye. Okay, so I've seamlessly hung up on him. And now it's just us again. And now I apologize to Kelly. Let's bring Kelly from ReadySetDrone. But first, thank you, Duck My Squee. For that. That's a great name. I film in 2.7K for this reason. Pretty sure it's a 50% clean down sample from the bulk of the 5.2K sensor. Also 60 frames a second. And thank you for the $5 super chat. Now I know you're not a fan of 60 frames a second. You usually film what, 24?
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost exclusively, unless I have a very good reason to shoot 60, as in I'm going to be slowing it down.
Okay.
I don't shoot in 60.
Why is that? And by the way, in the chat, if you mind, just let us know what you film in. 30, 60, 24, 11.
Yeah.
As I go ahead and listen to Chris tell me why he films in 24 frames a second.
I'm actually finishing up a video tomorrow about frame rates and shutter speed. So, but yeah, I'll give you the Chris Notes version. I shoot in 24 because this is gonna sound weird, but as a filmmaker, that's primarily what film is shot in, and so I shoot in that because that's my purpose. I just don't like the look of 60. I don't like how it almost looks hyper real to me, and so it doesn't look like how my eye sees it. And so maybe I have bad vision, but
no,
24 is always my go-to. My entire YouTube channel shot in 24. So
okay. Well, hey, welcome, my friend. Everybody,
Hey,
Kelly,
what's up,
from
fellas?
ReadySetDrone, and he's wearing my shirt. Thanks,
I'm
buddy.
wearing your shirt. Somebody's got to represent here.
is it glow in the dark? Look at that.
Is it?
It is. I'm glow in the dark.
Hold on, I gotta fix this.
That Austin glow.
Where's the thing?
You know, I learned this thing from my son that you can insult anybody just by whatever they say, just saying you're whatever. So if I said, you're glow in the dark, Chris.
Yeah.
I am glow in the dark.
Very cool.
Did I do it right? Was that
Yeah.
it?
Well, no, you should get mad because it's an insult.
Well, thanks for wearing the
yeah,
shirt.
I'm glow in the dark.
Welcome
You
to the
bet,
show.
mate.
Before it gets too far down, do you have any comments on what Cliff was saying about the Mavic 2s?
Well, so actually, Cliff, you really made my day because I was feeling kind of bad about having the Mavic 2 zoom. You know, everybody was like, "You got to get the Pro. You got to get the Pro." So even if it's still a great camera, and I'm sure it is, I love the zoom, and I love the ability to zoom with the zoom. I mean, just that whole thing is just so much fun to be able to do those cool pull out, zoom in at the same time, zoom dolly things they're calling them. So I would say that. I am happy that the zoom is getting more attention now.
Okay, speaking of zoom, I know you're probably old enough to remember the show called Zoom. It was a children's show. Zoom. Come on and zoom. Yeah.
And remember Ubby Dubby?
No, I don't remember that. That
Please
might have been
sing it,
a
though.
regional thing.
That was their language. Ubby Dubby was like the secret language on Zoom. It was kind of like Big Latin.
Oh, Zoom, man. What? That was 70s, wasn't it?
Come on, give it a try. We're gonna teach you to fly high.
Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom. Chris.
All right.
Chris is like,
I'm gonna have a late night looking this up, guys.
You
I'm a
whippersnapper.
millennial. I don't know stuff.
Zoom was kind of, and then do you remember the Electric Company?
The Electric Company.
That was a very weird show. I mean,
Very weird. Yes.
If you watched it today under the influence of something, it would be like trippy. So.
Oh, it was very, very, very 70s. Lots of colors. Anyway.
Yep.
So, what's new with you?
By the way, I don't know if I told you guys. I used to do work for PBS. I actually got to meet Mr. Rogers one time.
Wow.
You did?
he was every bit as nice in person as he was. So I was the technical director for the PBS development meeting, which is where they kind of talked about how much money they raised.
Yeah.
And he came in for his rehearsal because he was giving one of the keynotes, and he sat down. So he did his rehearsal, and then he came around to every member on the crew. So there's probably about 8 of us on the crew. There's a sound guy, there's a lighting guy, there's the technical director, there's the video TD, there's there's a stage manager, etc. He went on to everybody, shook their hands, and then he sat down at the piano and played "Won't You Be My Neighbor" for the entire group and took pictures with us.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
He's from Pittsburgh, and I was actually living there when he died.
Oh, really? Well, there's a movie about him which I have not seen, which I actually want to go see.
Yeah.
So
I have my one and only clip here on my machine.
Oh, there's somebody at the door.
So
open the door, pal. Open the pod bay door, Hal.
Kelly, tell us everything that we need to know about SpinUp.
Oh, SpinUp. So, first of all, this whole group that's here on these chats every week, we never get to meet in person. We all say hi to each other, and we all have this great time every week. And there's 299 people watching right now. What a great opportunity for us all to get together on a Saturday. So it's the first week of December, so it's kind of in that sweet spot between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and nobody does any work between Thanksgiving and Christmas anyway, right? So it's your chance to come to Austin to meet both these guys, both these fine gentlemen who I have met and admire greatly, in addition to a bunch of other great people who are going to be speaking. Just confirmed with Ed Ricker, just confirmed with the Everyday Dad. I've got Drone Valley coming. I've got Droner coming. I've got Billy Kyle coming. I'm trying to think of who else is on the list. I know I'm probably forgetting 1 or 2 people, but it's going to be a really cool event. Everybody's going to give a keynote. If you've ever seen a TED Talk, it's going to be in that sort of style. We'll have slides. We'll have AV. We're going to provide breakfast and lunch. We're going to have lots and lots of giveaways. As a matter of fact, I think what I'm going to do is probably prime the pump a little more by giving away some things in advance to people who register early. So if you're in the early registrant group, if you haven't registered, the first thing I'll probably give away is my parrot Anafi, because I'm almost done with it. It's a great drone, but I don't need it anymore.
Okay, so, cool.
I would say in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to give away the Anafi, and it'll be to someone who is registered for SpinUp.
So you're saying
SpinUp.com.
You're saying that you've pretty much had Anafi of that drone.
Oh, you should say that with an Italian accent. I've had enough of that drone.
Hold on.
No, wait a minute. That was kind of like the Count from Sesame Street, right? I've had enough.
Oh, wait. A little behind the scenes.
I'm the guest that gets abused.
Yeah. No. In all seriousness, this is a lot of work. This thing that we do every Thursday, but it's really worth it. Every single day I'm doing something for this hour or so that we all get together, and I really, really appreciate everyone supporting it. And what a great community. I have so much fun. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you.
And that's the reason we should all get together, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really think, I've been trying to think of any other group out there that's YouTube related, like a YouTube specific thing that has this kind of community where people know each other and talk to each other and send each other things. And I mean, I don't know. I've never seen, this is unique. And so, Ken, you said it best when I told you about SpinUp the first time. It's a chance for us to kind of grab this space and really kind of claim it, number one, but also to all just get together and meet in real life and kind of, there's a lot of people out there that are going to be very different than all of us. And that's the cool thing is we all have this common bond among our hobby and our professions and, our love for technology and drones and gadgets and all that. So,
Kelly,
come on out.
I have to ask you, will there be hugging?
Oh, hugging. Yes. So it'll be $2 a hug. $2 a hug.
Bring it in. But when you,
I might do a hug giveaway on my channel, just so you know, guys.
But
nice.
When you hug another dude, you got to do that.
The pat.
The pat.
Yeah.
If you don't do the pat,
it's done.
You don't do the pat, that's creepy.
I feel like we all hugged. Haven't we all hugged before? The three of us.
I think we did. I think there's video evidence of the hugging. Yeah.
At least the side.
The side hug. And we also have to.
I love you, man. I love you, man.
I love you, man. And we also have to talk about the little drone that could, the little spark that's on its way right now to its first destination, the Drone
Australia, right?
Around the World project. Yeah, it's on its way to Greg right now.
So that is going to be auctioned with all these autographs from people in different countries. And isn't it ideally, we're actually going to give it to whoever wins the auction or do the auction at SpinUp. Ken and I talked about it. It's a tight thing in terms of timing because it's a lot of countries to go through and it's everybody needs it for about a week. But if it happens, that'd be awesome.
Oh, no. Chris, you there? Oh, no, it's me.
Like that.
Chris, you there? We had a little.
Hey.
We had a little blip.
Everybody froze. I thought I was alone for a minute.
If everybody froze, then it's my fault.
Okay.
There's people out there. Man, the show is going pretty smooth there. Oh no, here we go. Ken's face getting red. But
so Ken, tell me about that awesome sign behind you. I saw that on Instagram.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This old thing. This is a sign that was given to me by Mr. Graphic, Jim Wallace. It's metal, man. It's metal.
Jim and I have been emailing, but I do not have a ReadySet drone sign like that. Hint, hint. Jim.
That's pretty subtle there, Kelly. Pretty
so
subtle.
actually, you know what's really funny, Ken? Is I have a road 2 blocks from my house called Heron Way, and I thought when you come back to Austin, we would maybe have a few cocktails and go over there and take that sign down.
Yeah, I mean, you're a taxpayer. You bought that sign. You own it anyway, right?
It's technically mine.
I'll tell you a little story about when I was about 17. No, I was 16. I was still in high school, and I was a different person. I wasn't
We've seen pictures.
The suave and debonair person that you see before you. I was a little bit of a rascal. And on my way home, the street sign at Morgan Avenue and Drexel Road was loose. I saw it blown in the wind, so I pulled it off and put it under my arm, started walking home. And a buddy of mine, not too smart, he looked at me with the sign and he said, "Hey, Ken, where'd you get that?" And I said, "Well, at Morgan and Drexel."
and then you push the play button on your 8-track, and Where the Streets Have No Name started playing.
That's
by
it.
U2.
That's it. Yeah, you think it would be obvious where I got it? Yeah, that's it. All right, so very cool. By the way, if you've just joined us, super chats tonight, a portion of tonight's super chats will be set aside to help with shipping for the little drone that could around the world. And
yes.
So just to let you know the journey, first it was me, then off to Greg Kunert in Australia. Link to his channel in the description if you want to check it out. Also join Drone Book. It's like Facebook for drones. There's a link in the description for that. Then over to Young in Hong Kong. Matthias Allring in Sweden is going to fly it backwards. And then Henrik Olsen in Denmark.
He's going to fly it on a unicycle.
Yep. And then Eva in Germany. And then Ash Ha from Droning On in the UK. And then all the way down to Ariel Hernandez in Argentina. And then back up to Kelly in Austin.
Tejas.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, and the other thing that I think people have heard me say, we've got the entire Dell Diamond, so we'll have the chance to actually fly. If you do end up with the little drone that could, the little spark that could, you'll get to fly it in the Dell Diamond, which is a minor league baseball stadium. It's a pretty good size baseball stadium, and I flew in there already. The guy who I'm working with there is super laid back, really nice guy. And he's very excited. He's like, "Yeah, I'm a fan of all this stuff, and I'm excited about having all you guys here."
That's great.
That's awesome.
Can I bring my Inspire 2? Because I would like to see if it would lift a toddler.
Yeah, well, I've got a puppy. Would that work?
Sure, yeah.
Maybe we should start with animals.
We'll do that first, yeah, or sandbags.
Okay.
But
yeah.
All right, so yeah.
I have a quick question for Chris.
Oh, okay.
So are you building out a space? What's going on with your digs, your studio, your office?
Yes, I'm building out a studio.
For YouTube and other stuff?
No. I mean, it's for production, for TV commercials and things like that. But being that it's mine, I get to utilize it.
Well, now that it's not 100 degrees, I definitely want to come check it out. And
yeah, for sure. It's not much to look at yet. But it is a space and it's clean. So
how far away are you guys from? How far away are you guys from each other in Texas?
3.5 hours on a good day. 4 hours, 4.5.
Okay.
I'll tell you guys, you're both very fortunate. Ken, you're fortunate with the radio station, and Chris, you're fortunate with that. In that, I have to tell my family to STFU every night when I'm on these things because I can't. They're in there, just raising cane. So.
Oh no, I know. Our news guy Jeff. He has a parakeet that drives me insane that he puts in the other room. Then he's got like 11 children that he tucks away in various cubby holes. No, I get it. I understand.
Yeah, Tate's locked in the closet right now.
Yeah. Now we're running a little bit behind, so I know people are waiting for the Would You Ride It segment, and
I'm sure they're just ready to be done with me.
No. So everybody watch this.
All good.
I have a few.
Switch him out for Tate.
I have one from the old timey days first. I have a few of these. So tell me, would you ride this? You remember the days of yesteryear when they thought, well, we'll just strap wings to my arms and that'll work. That'll be fine.
So I actually built one of those and tried it. Didn't work.
You really did?
No.
For realsies?
No.
Okay, good.
I mean, I did something similar when I was about 7 with cardboard.
You did? Did you jump off of a roof? Because I love those YouTube videos of these idiots jumping. I got an umbrella. I'm going to jump off the roof with an umbrella like Mary Poppins, and that's it. They're out.
At least that guy did it over sand. That was smart.
Yeah. Okay, now.
No, I would not ride that.
Okay, cool. Now, number 2 is one from Africa. And it's...
Wow, he's close.
Yeah, and it's not even complete. You'd think that dude would be getting his leg chopped off. There's only one propeller on it. Now he's got 2.
All right, just flip right over.
Too much power.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So, so now one from Russia. And this is...
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, this one is made by the people that make the Kalashnikov, the arms manufacturer. And it's...
Comrade,
it's
in with me.
It's pretty cool looking. You tell me, would you ride this? I might ride this.
Nice, sharp, jagged edges it's got there.
Yeah, but it's got some guard to it, and it's looks like it's made from quality U.S. steel.
Is it, or is it lawn furniture?
It does look like one of those lawn furniture things.
I'd ride that.
Yeah, I think I would.
I would ride that.
And then that is it naked, and then they have a fairing for it. So that's what it'll look like.
Oh, nice.
I kind of like it before. Better.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I always prefer these manned drones to have the dual sets of props on each to give it that extra.
In case one fails.
Like the push pull.
Right. Yeah. I prefer those.
I would only ride it if the fairing had, or the body canopy had flames painted on it. If they did that, I would totally ride it.
Flames?
Yes.
Wow.
You want people to know when you're on fire.
No, I'm talking about, like a flame job, like they do on the hot rods.
Yeah, I get it.
Come on, Ken. You're old enough to know about
the Model
that.
Ts. Yeah, I get it, man. You beach boy, you. All right. All right. Now it's time to finally, hopefully, give this thing away. The person that won this before, when I tried to give it away, didn't own a Mavic Pro and said, keep it and give it to someone else. So let's go ahead.
You found the switch that makes that vibrate?
This to turn it into a saw?
Yes.
That's what you meant. That's That's what I'm sure you meant by that.
That is exactly, yeah.
I'm going to be over here for a little bit while you figure all that out there. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring up the Decideratron 5000 and see who wins this thing. Pasting the Earl in here.
Is it the comments from tonight?
No, this is a separate video. This was actually a scroller video. Almost a secret contest.
Nice.
So the winner is...
Man, I love the music.
Oh, yeah. Michael Palmer.
Yeah, Michael.
Congratulations, Michael Palmer. You are the proud owner of this Polar Pro. I think it's called a Katana something or other.
Yes, I have one.
You do?
Chris was doing the funky Maytag.
Okay, good. Very good, very good. So I got a couple videos to share. Would you like to hang out, Kelly?
Sure.
Okay, and by the way, have you seen this? Have you seen this thing?
So it looks a lot like the DJI.
Yeah, the Osmo Mobile.
Yeah, Osmo Mobile.
Not quite. It's a slightly cheaper version. It retails for about $100. It's called the Capture, and it's by a company called FunSnap. So that'll be the prize in just a little bit. Speaking of, oh no.
Did you just break it?
No, I just noticed something.
Did it snap?
No, it's something that I must do. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, does it have a Dana? Does it have a Dana on it?
It does.
Oh goodness.
I didn't even notice that.
Can you get it up close?
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
I
Here.
actually wrote a song about that. Do you want me to sing it while you rip them off?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Because I got a new Mavic Air. It goes, I'm ripping the Danas off my new Mavic Air. Unless your name is Dana, then you just won't care. But Ken's doing it now, and look at that hair. He's ripping the Danas off his not new Mavic Air. Woo!
Not bad, sir. Not bad.
I think I should get a super chat for that. Someone, can anybody tip me? And I won't
share this.
I don't actually get the super chat. So.
Speaking of FunSnap, I have this, and they probably sent you one of these, didn't they, Mr. 100,000 whatever subscribers you got now, Mr. Super Guy? They sent you one of these?
I think I turned that down. I said no, thank you.
Yeah, you're too good for it.
I'm too good for that. Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Send it to me.
Yeah, you said, you know what? I'm not even going to turn it down. I'm going to have one of my people turn it down.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Hey, get on there and turn this down.
So this is a folding drone. It's kind of cool, and it's got an onboard camera. It comes with 2 batteries, and it is one of the it's held together with magnets here. So it snaps and then it stays.
Cool.
It has a little thing on here to keep it at a certain height, altitude hold. And,
I like your technical descriptions.
Yeah, well, you guys, you kind of know what I mean, don't you?
A little thing on here.
I don't do a gazillion reviews of these things like some people.
Like some. Well, that is a question for you, Ken. So they send you this stuff, and all you have to do is give it away. Is that the deal with you? You just show it on the show and give it away, and they keep sending you stuff?
That's right.
Wow. That's a lot less work than doing a review.
Heck yeah.
That's true, because nobody ever sends me an email and goes, hey, can you give this away?
Yeah.
Well, I think as long as
great new case, I'm giving it away.
As long as well, you keep all your stuff. You don't give anything away, Kelly.
Oh,
you got a whole room full of stuff. You got. Let's go into the Hall of Drones.
Cut him off. Cut him off, Ken.
In the chat, who has gotten stuff from me? I think there's a lot of people in this chat.
No, I'm not saying that you keep everything. I'm just saying of your stockpile.
That's exactly what you said.
You are a drone hoarder.
Exact words. You keep everything.
You are a drone hoarder. You know you are. I've been to your house, sir. I've been to your house, sir. I've been to your house.
Well, you've heard the old joke, right? What's the perfect number of drones? N+1, where N is the number you have now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, continuing on with this, because FunSnap, I love those guys. Love those guys. And as long as I have the link that makes this available, if anybody wants to buy one, I will be doing an in-depth review of this later on. But I will fly it right now.
You'll point to the whatchamajiggers and the whatchamacallits and the thingamabobs.
Yeah. Hey man, that's my thing. You can't steal my thing. That's my shtick. Okay, let's go ahead and should I fly this off the Inspire 2 case?
Oh wow, yes.
All right,
Get dangerous.
How poetic.
Yeah, let's see. All right. Let's see.
What's this thing called?
It's called the Fun Snap. I don't know what it's called.
It's called the Why We Started Another GoFundMe for Ken in about 5 minutes.
It's called the Idle Drone. The Idle Drone. The Idle Drone. Oh yeah, you think I'm gonna get injured?
Let's see if it'll fly.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
That's on. This is on.
Yeah.
Now,
See all the people in the chat talking about all the stuff I give away, Ken.
oh, I have no doubt that you give stuff away.
I've not seen any of those, Kelly. Where?
This is where you put your phone. Anyway,
you got Jerry in there talking about it. Yeah, Jerry. And then Jerry. Rick Albert.
Oh God.
Man, that sounds mean.
Oh God. Can you see it?
No.
Is it in the camera?
No, it's too hot.
Oh, hold on. I'll bring it in. No, not the Phantom. Hey, you know what? It still works when it's folded. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to turn that off. That's dangerous. Let's never do that again. Anyway. Yeah.
Guys, I mean, if for no other reason, you should come to SpinUp so you can see Ken fly a drone on stage, just like that.
Yeah, it'll be just like that. It'll be just like that. So I have a few super chats to thank. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Let's see here. I've got
Dennis Loveladies for last one I see.
Yes. Oh, Kenneth Duke, $1 super chat. Thank you so much. Jerry Calverley. The song was great. He liked your song.
Oh, thank
Kelly.
you, Jerry.
Yeah. And Dennis.
Bring a guitar next time.
Yeah.
Dennis Lovelady. To get
Chords
Kelly.
of the truth.
Oh, Dennis wants you to stop singing.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Dennis. I'll take it.
No. Do you play any instruments, Kelly?
I've been paid to. I do play guitar. Yeah, I could play Rocky Raccoon for you if you wanted to hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Go get that guitar.
Do you really?
No, I was just kidding.
No, not.
All right. You know what? It blew all the rest of my stories away. The drone blew everything off my table. Hold on a second.
All right. Well, Ken's
Just
gone,
me and you,
folks.
Kelly.
Yeah. And you guys are frozen, I think. Oh no, wait a minute. Are you frozen or did I freeze you?
You're not frozen for me.
Okay. This whole multiple screen thing is like Inception. So Chris, what do you have coming down the pipe? What's another video? I'll tell you my next couple of videos. I've got one where I shot some drone footage of some kids doing trick shots, like
Nice.
basketballs from off of parking garages, and then I've got one coming up that is how to update the firmware for your Mavic 2 so you can fly with goggles. Those are my
Nice.
next two.
Cool.
I've got three that are being worked on right now. I've got the next one that will come out this weekend is on shutter speed, correct and incorrect shutter speed, and then I've got one coming. The one after that is going to be boosted board rodeo.
Oh,
You crazy millennials with your boosted boards. I tell you.
And then I've got another one coming out on a hyperlapse tutorial on doing a long exposure hyperlapse versus kind of the right out of the camera one.
nice.
Very good. Now, just
Hyperlapse is so
to make sure that the papers don't blow away anymore, I'll use this paperweight.
There you go.
Wow, look at that call forward.
This
is how next level you are.
milliamp. That's a 20,000 milliamp hour paperweight, by the way.
Yeah, that's a really good paperweight.
That would run your car.
I'm going to be giving this away in the next Thursday Night Live. Now,
Is that the one you brought to Austin? Is that the same one, or have you had several since then?
No, it was a different one. This is a different one.
Oh.
Yeah.
They just keep sending them every time you give one away. They send you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Like, oh, did you mean to give that away? Let me give you another one.
Yeah. I got these cool things that actually I haven't tried yet, but they're Epson glasses. So Epson, the printer maker. Oh, nice, Ken.
You got my address, right?
Epson makes these AR goggles that actually natively run DJI Go, so you can see.
Oh, cool.
You can see your drone through the goggles. I think, Ken, you had a cheaper version of this at one point, but you can see the drone through the glasses.
Oh, yes.
But this natively runs DJI Go 4.
Were these the Epson that you were talking about? And are they good?
Ed had some of those.
Yesterday.
Yeah, Ed did that.
I watched Ed's review. I just got them yesterday. I talked to the guy who, kind of the rep. He called me and wanted to kind of brief me on them, and so I'm excited to give them a try. I don't know yet.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So before the show gets too long, do you want to hear about the FAA complaint against me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Was it for crop dusting?
No, but I'm feeling another crop dusting coming on. I think it's coming. There it is. All right.
That's too much pigeon jerky, my man.
I might bring some actual pigeon jerky with me to Austin.
Oh, dude, we're gonna have pigeon
please,
jerky.
dude.
If you show up at SpinUp, I guarantee you there will be pigeon jerky.
Awesome. Okay, so the FAA needs to follow up with any complaints that they get. It's just what they need to do. And I'm looking for. Oh, here we go. Okay, I got my video in conjunction with this that I'll show. So I had a video called "The Top 5 Rookie Mistakes that People Make," and it's over a year or so old. And in it, I showed some video that I made back in like 2015 or whatever, before the Part 107 rules and all that, back in the Wild West days. And in the video, I clearly state, as I play it here, that you are not supposed to do this.
What are you doing up there? Why did you go so high? Everything starts looking the same after you get past 300 feet anyway. Come on! Now I know when you first get your drone, you want to test the limits of everything. And I did the same thing. But I did my experimentation back when you could do it. Just understand that I'm showing this to you as a demonstration of what not to do.
So that was clearly, don't do this. Well, someone looked at that and said, you know what? He was probably over 400 feet. Well, you're right. And so I got an email from, I got to get the sound effect ready, Johnny Victory. And it says, "Good morning, Ken. This email is in regards to an aviation safety hotline complaint to this office received related to a video you posted on YouTube, Top 5 Rookie Drone Mistakes. The complaint alleges that you operated your drone outside of regulation number 1, flight above 400 AGL, operating limitations for small unmanned aircraft." And then he said, "This appears to be the video that was part of a previous aviation safety hotline complaint and therefore is not of concern as we have already addressed it. Ken wins." So,
wow.
Yeah.
Good to have friends.
It is. I love that, Johnny Victory. So we got talking, me and Johnny Victory. And that very morning that we talked, the FAA is handing down some new regulations about flying in and around emergency areas, and there will no longer be ignorance. Basically, ignorance is no longer an excuse. So whether or not you're an 11-year-old that's like, neat, fire, and you go fly near some emergency personnel, you're gonna get in trouble. And
well, I mean, there's always helicopters flying around this thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's
Oh,
to
yeah.
me, that's the biggest thing is
sure.
There's aircraft that are either surveying, dropping water on fires,
And
lifting
low.
people in and out. They're flying low. Yeah. I mean, I would be very hesitant. I do think the one thing that's been kind of nice that I've seen a lot of recently is all the storm footage from the hurricanes. And that typically is done after the fact. Like if my house flooded like that and I came back to it and there was still water, I would probably throw my drone up in the air and just kind of show what it looked like. But that doesn't seem like it's going to have as much aircraft flying around, manned aircraft.
Yeah, but you just stay away from any kind of like forest fires or anything where emergency services
Agreed.
have to work. Just let them do their job. And once again, thank you, Johnny Victory. And now it's time to give away a prize.
Hey, we're giving away more junk.
Thank you, Jingle Singers. All right. So it's time to give away this from Fun Snap. It's a cool gimbal. Let me go and turn it on.
I like your prize music.
Thank you.
Wait,
Yeah, that got intense, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. It's a gimbal. You know what it does. You stick your phone in there and then it keeps it from flopping all over. You like that? You like that, Kelly? You like that in-depth review? I know Kelly loves my in-depth reviews. It's a thing. You put your thing on it, and then what it does, it keeps the video
no
from
longer floppy.
I just
no
don't
floppy.
want to link this part because it'll shock you real
Yeah,
good.
don't do that. And it's got a blue blinking light on it too. So there you go. Fun Snap. Thanks. Pay me. All right. So who wants to win this neat gizmo?
I want to be Ken Heron someday.
Kelly does.
When I
Just
grow
for a
up,
day.
when I grow up, I want to be Ken Heron.
We're all so different, aren't we? We're all just different people, but we're all doing this drone thing that we love in our own little unique ways, aren't we? Love you too, big guy. All right, so
I'm just gonna let it sit.
I've got a question,
Trivia?
and the question is, what is this girl selling? Now, some funny guys out there might say a few things, and that's the wrong answer. And I will give you a hint. The hint it has to do with a video of mine. You can search it. The name of the video is Beaner and Ken TV Show Pilot. And you'll have to watch that video in order to answer the question.
Wow.
Once again, what is this girl selling?
Beaner and Ken.
First correct answer in the chat wins this fabulous prize. Did I mention that the thing keeps the thing from thinging? I think it did.
You did.
I think you
man.
did. Yeah.
I think I covered it.
And even if you hadn't, we'd think you would because
Because of the thing.
because of the vagueness of the description.
Right. So once again, the title of the video that the answer is in is Beaner, Beaner, and Ken TV Show Pilot. And
Okay.
I'll look for the correct answer, but I may have to announce
I
a
see
winner
it.
afterwards. You do?
I see the correct answer.
You do? Really? For real?
Yeah.
Oh. And the hold on, I got to get the
What is the correct answer, Chris?
And the winner is Chris?
Wait, we haven't heard
It's-
the answer.
Hold on.
Should I say?
Well, tell me the if you're sure, then go ahead and say.
Tribprod
Try
is the
prod.
winner.
And the answer?
Insurance.
That's right. She is selling insurance. And
Wait. Now, Chris said insurance, and you said insurance. Which is it?
No, you're from Texas, don't you say
Is this
insurance?
Texas or is this Texas insurance, or is this Tennessee
Insurance.
insurance?
Yeah, it's insurance or insurance. And here is the video connected with the answer.
Many financial advisors suggest instead of whole life insurance, buy term. Instead of whole life insurance, buy term. Many financial advisors suggest instead of whole life insurance, buy term. And
You're about to see a very young Ken.
hey, I'm up here. Film up here.
That's good. We're gonna have to adjust your microphone, I think.
Like you don't get enough of that.
So this was a TV pilot that we shot back in 2004. 2004. And
So if you ever go for Supreme Court, this is definitely going to come back.
You're
on.
done.
yeah, I'm not gonna ever be able to do
You're
that.
done.
But I can tell you that her name was Jessica, and she and I were seeing each other for quite some time. And so she was kind of my girlfriend, but I had another girlfriend that I was actually living with. I know what you must think. I'm a horrible person, but here's what makes it even more horrible. I'm totally different now. But in that same TV pilot, I had both the girl I was seeing on the side and the girl I was living with. Here's that video in case you're interested. This is Holly. This is the girl I was living with.
For a round of what's in Ken's mouth?
I think so.
Ken's gonna chew food up, and you'll have to guess what it is. All right?
Okay.
I was a rascal back then.
Oh,
Now,
charming.
guess what's in Ken's mouth? An Oreo! Oh, that's too easy. All right.
Fantastic.
Good times, man. Good times.
Did you end
yeah.
up buying the insurance?
Wow. Your comedic timing is mwah. Mwah, my friend.
Girlfriend insurance?
Yeah, I needed it for sure. Holly, I dated her on and off for 11 years. She is now married, living happily without me, as she should. Good times.
Oh, Holly.
All right, gotta move my paperweight.
Can I ask you a question, Ken?
Of course, you can ask me anything.
So you have on the prep sheet for this week, which I printed out and I'm looking at now. I've been studying it throughout the entire process.
Yes.
You have your you're plugging next week's show with another person named Kelly. Is that right? Promote guest Kelly from Vigo.
I love the lost
on
look.
October 4th.
Oh yeah. Well, leave it to Kelly to point out my typos that no one in the whole world should ever see. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. You got my back. I appreciate that. Thanks, buddy.
Well, no. I'm just thinking you have this propensity of people named Kelly on your show. It seems like there's a lot of
there's you, and then there's my morning show co-host that fills in sometimes on here when Dana's not here, and
So what
of
about-
course when Chris is not available.
What about Vigo Koch Kelly?
Yeah. You're reading it wrong, but it's Vigo, and he will be on with us October 4th on the next show.
Okay, so Kelly has nothing to do with that.
No, Kelly is just a typo, but I appreciate it.
Oh. You know what? I was just feeling a little jealous. That's all.
Don't feel jealous.
You're not the only
Look,
one.
look. You
You're
are my
not the only one.
Now that I know you ran around on Holly, and now you have two Kellys in your life.
So I
and
have a
Chris,
propensity to cheat on people, is what you're saying.
with dudes that have girls' names.
I would never look. I would never cheat on you with another Kelly.
Chris.
You are my favorite Kelly. And if the other Kelly is watching, you know I'm lying, buddy. All right. So
I dated a girl named Ken one time, for the record.
have you been drinking again? You have been drinking again.
Absolutely not. I'm just having fun on your show. There you go.
I'm just messing with you. All right. Do you watch sitcoms?
Which ones?
Are you a sitcom watcher? There's a new TV show called I Feel Bad on NBC.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Well, Harry Taylor sent me an email about this. He says, Ken, don't know if you saw or heard, but last night on NBC, the pilot of I Feel Bad aired. And they don't seem to like drones in this show. I have a clip from this show.
Ooh.
And
I saw this on the prep sheet.
Yes.
Get ready to be demonetized.
Yes. For those who don't know, I have a prep sheet. And I send that out. So this is from the NBC show I Feel Bad, and you'll see a Mavic Air in here, and it's being flown by a phone. Why they do these things, I don't know.
Hello there. So you've met Hawking, my drone?
Are you guys nerds with money, like the Facebook guy, or are you just nerds?
What can Hawking and I get you there, beautiful person?
I guess I'll have a vodka cranberry.
Boom! Right in the head.
Oh.
Ouch.
And it knocks her out cold.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah. So how many things can you count wrong with that clip?
Holly, Jessica, wake up.
yeah, right, yeah. Speak to me.
Well, hopefully she had insurance.
Yeah.
No, she needed insurance on that one.
Oh, yes.
So you can't fly a Mavic Air with a phone, can you?
You can fly a Mavic Pro with a phone. That's a great
I never
question.
had the Air. I skipped the Air.
Did you skip the Air? Don't skip
I had
the
a
Air.
Spark.
I only bought it so I could pull the Danas off of it, because it had lots of Danas. And write a song about that. That's a great question. I will find that out and report back to you.
Thank you, Harry Taylor, for bringing that to our attention. Now, as you will see on the prep sheet that no one but us three can ever see, there's a few more things on my table here. I'm going to let you pick which one. Don't do that. Come on, man. Behind the curtain is the wizard. All right. So, would you like to see a train bridge, a drone shaped like Snoopy, or our buddy Ariel Hernandez flying around a cool car?
All right, Chris, let's go on this at the same time. 1, 2, 3, Snoopy.
Cool car.
Ah, cool car. Let's do them both. What do you say? First is the Snoopy drone. Now this is
that's not what I was picturing at all.
Yeah, this is from a few years ago, but I wanted to share it with you because it's just awesome. The video was taken at the PV Mac Big Jolt all electric RC event in Southern California.
That's awesome. That's like
Scarf is perfect.
Isn't it awesome? It's one of those drones that will fly horizontally, and his head's moving too. His head's moving side to side.
That's really cool.
Isn't it? The best part for me is the landing. That is just some clever engineering right there. And
I hope he's got insurance.
man.
He's got MetLife.
Yeah. Oh!
Hey, there you go. Chris saves the joke. Chris saved it.
That's what I was hoping for. I just lobbed the softball.
You just lobbed it.
There you go. The old alley-oop. The comedy team of Laurel and Laurel.
All right.
You're coming in for a landing.
So I wonder if that ceiling is, or that roof on it is actually a wing. I guess
it has to be. It's like styrofoam almost.
Wow.
It's got fins back there.
That is so cool.
Wasn't that awesome? So
that's really cool.
All right, let's share this the Ariel Hernandez video. What you're gonna see is it's an Audi A1 S-Line, and it's filmed with a DJI Mavic Pro. It's very close to the car. You think he was holding the drone with his hands, but no, the whole thing is in tripod mode. So here you go. And you'll also notice that the car itself was apparently made by DJI. There's some DJI decals on the car too.
So this is one of the reasons I really like the zoom, is you can actually, with the zoom, you can zoom in on it and it looks like you're so close to it.
Oh yeah. You don't have to get real close.
Those are those DJI speakers. Instead of Bose, they have the DJI sound system.
Oh, is that right?
Well, pretty much when you turn on the radio, it just sounds like this. Bzzz.
Okay, I didn't know that. But he's got DJI stickers all over the car.
This is good.
It's really good. And he hasn't been flying that long. But he's the...
I wonder if maybe... Hey, Ken, was this video, is it 1080 or 4K that you're playing it in?
1080. 1080. I'm playing it...
Maybe he shot it in 4K and digitally zoomed.
Yeah, that's possible.
Maybe.
Still
I mean, it seems like it's way too close to the car to be that smooth, but
he's doing a good job. Great. Yeah. But Ariel Hernandez here is the next to the last leg for the Drone Around the World project.
Way to go, Ariel.
Yeah.
Argentina.
Yeah, very good.
Nice job on the tracking with the sensor too. That was good.
Very good. All right. Well, Kelly, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to you.
Have you had enough of me?
No, never. There's a link to Kelly's channel in the description. Please subscribe to him. Not that he needs it, Mr. 100K. Did you get your plaque from YouTube yet?
No, I think YouTube stopped doing that or something because I haven't heard anything about it.
Really?
No, they haven't stopped doing it, but it takes a few months.
Okay, but they did contact
Dude, you call him. My buddy got his in 4 days of hitting 100K.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I'll reach out to my my YouTube liaison.
Yeah, and remember, when you get it, don't forget to get YouTube plaque insurance or insurance. See, I can do it too.
Nice.
Well
done.
I can beat a dead horse. Wait.
Well, fellas, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go pull some Danas and hope to see everyone at SpinUp.
Yes, sign up for SpinUp. How many spots are left? Is it full?
Over 100.
Okay, so people can still join up.
We got plenty of space.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Adios.
Thanks for wearing the shirt. Book. And bye. Okay, bye. Seamlessly.
That was pretty smooth.
Thank you. All right. Wow, this has been a long one. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. And now, did I forget anything before we do the viewer video of the week? Did I forget anything?
I don't think so.
Did that. Bibbidi bop. Okay. So the viewer video of the week is from Indonesia.
Cool. You'll get a lot from there.
Yes, and there's a name that I'm gonna butcher. I apologize in advance. It's an Indonesian name. I'm horrible. I need to take some classes or something. But okay, this is from Peta Mengi Uli.
I got that. Easy.
Hi, Ken. My name is Pete Menge Uli. My nickname is Eggy Uli. I guess I don't... I'm from Indonesia, and I've watched your videos and live stream since show number 1. Thank you so much. They are absolutely amazing, fun, and informative. This video was taken by my Mavic Pro Platinum and edited by iMovie on my phone. So he did this on his phone. I usually take video and edit through my phone because I am not so good with editing software on the computer. This video is of a mountain that's just 2 hours from Jakarta. Hope you can play it on your live show. Keep up the good work. Love your videos, your hair, and hope you get your fiber internet soon. And bye. Awesome. Okay. Enjoy, everybody.
I'm excited.
The viewer video of the week. That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Man, that's a pretty spot.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And now it's about time to say goodbye.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
All right. Chris Rollins, thank you for stepping in and filling the co-host seat.
You are welcome.
Really appreciate it. Please thank your wife for letting me monopolize your time.
I will do that. I don't know how she'll receive it, but I will do that.
Thanks to everybody in the chat. I hope I didn't miss out on any super chats, or if anybody had any important things to say, like there's a huge fire behind you, Ken. If I missed it, I apologize.
I would have told you.
I think Dana will be back next week.
Okay.
I think so. I go back and I watch the show and I read every single one of the comments. So just know that. And I'll see
Ken
you guys.
has a lot of free time.
I got a lot. I don't have any kids. I don't have a life. What do people need to know about your channel? There's a link to Chris's channel in the description. I urge you.
Sweet.
I plead with you, please subscribe. He does a lot of great things, and you don't have enough subscribers.
Well, thanks.
You
did
more.
tell me you were going to get me 7,600 subscribers by the end of this show, so I haven't looked. Hopefully, we're close.
Absolutely guaranteed. It's going to totally. We're going to absolutely. There's no problem.
Yes, I've got drone stuff, filmmaking stuff. And I've got a couple of tutorials coming out soon with some chaotic stupidity mixed in the middle. So should be good. Should be good. At least entertaining.
Chaos? There's going to be chaos on your channel?
I know. Out of character, but still.
It's crazy. It's crazy talk. Thank you, Kelly from ReadySetDrone for stopping by. He's a busy guy, Mr.
Yes.
100K. The links to SpinUp, Drone Book, and all kinds of links in the description. Please go down there and do some clickety-clicking. Until next time. Oh, wait. Every single time I forget. Every single time. You know what I forgot?
No, I don't.
Razzmatazz. Yep. Bask in it. Bask in the razzmatazz. There we go. Just enjoy. Let it wash over you.
Wow, where are we right now?
We are lost in the ether.
I feel so at peace.
You see that little dot over there?
This one right here?
Yep, that's me. And that,
hey, bud.
That younger, more in shape dot over there?
I do, I see it.
That's you.
Oh.
It's magic.
Beautiful.
Magic time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Buh.
And bye.
Okay, see now, this is really where I need some kind of outro. Because I gotta put that there. And then I gotta give him one of those. And then one of these. And then I click the bye-bye thing. See ya.
enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, the killer can process meat. Say I enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, and you give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, a killer can process meat. Yeah. That was so funny.